After I refused to sleep with my boss, he deliberately assigned me to deliver documents to a notoriously temperamental billionaire as retaliation, though the actual documents had already been delivered. So when I accidentally stepped into the billionaire's private elevator and failed to recognize him, he immediately assumed I was another woman trying to get close to him. When the elevator doors opened, Antonio was shocked to find a woman he had never seen before standing inside. He squinted and stepped into the elevator. He had always disliked interacting with others, which is exactly why he had made the elevator a no-entry zone for anyone else. "What are you doing in this elevator?" he asked as the doors closed. I'm sorry, I was about to deliver this document to Mr. Garcia's secretary," I replied. "Mr. Garcia's secretary?" he repeated with a tone of sarcasm, already starting to question my motives. "What document?" He leaned forward and pressed the stop button, continuing to interrogate me. "It's a merger contract," I said. "Why did you stop the elevator?" I asked. A smile appeared at the corner of his mouth, but it was far from friendly. The merger agreement I mentioned was the same one his secretary had been urging him to sign earlier in the car. This meant I was using the contract as bait to get close to him. The fact that I was in his private elevator only confirmed his suspicions. "Give it to me," he gestured, wanting to see the so-called contract. "Sorry, this document can only be handed to the designated recipient," I replied firmly. "Who do you think you are?" Antonio slightly raised his chin. "Are you Mr. Garcia's secretary?" I asked. Antonio squinted at me, probably wondering just how long I was going to pretend not to know him. He hummed, deciding to play along with my little act. "I apologize for the late delivery of this document." I immediately apologized, secretly relieved that I had encountered the right person, but not Antonio Garcia. "Document," he said to me coldly, completely ignoring my apology. I could tell he was still angry, so I handed the document to him. Antonio took the document from my hand and immediately opened it, but to his surprise, the pages were blank. As he turned the following pages, he found they were all pictures of himself. He let out an irritated sigh. I froze, my eyes widening in horror as I recognized the man in the photos. It was him, standing right in front of me. My boss set me up to frame me. I screamed inwardly. How could I be so stupid not to check the file he asked me to deliver? I'm so sorry, sir, I didn't know," I stammered, realizing the situation was slipping out of control. "How much longer are you going to pretend you don't know who I am, Antonio Garcia?" Antonio finally snapped. I swallowed hard in fear. No wonder he looked familiar. I must have seen him on the media. "Sir, I swear, I didn't know it was you. I was just sent to deliver this." I tried to explain, but his cold laughter interrupted me. He threw the document aside and walked toward me. "You're really stupid if you think I'll believe you didn't know, especially when the so-called merger document was already delivered to me." I furrowed my brow in confusion. "I swear, I really didn't know," I said, backing away. But when my back hit the elevator wall, there was nowhere left to retreat. Antonio stood directly in front of me. "How low can you be, using this trick to get my attention?" He tilted his head, eyeing me with a mocking look. "You think I'd want to settle down with someone as average-looking as you? What did you say?" I gritted my teeth. His words brought back memories of being compared to my sister when I was a child. The insecurity I had lived with all my life, constantly overshadowed by my younger sister, flared up in that moment. "Am I unclear?" Antonio narrowed his eyes and placed a hand on the side